Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Hades 2. Hope you guys are doing great today. We are planning a run with the aspect of media on the Argent skull. This is a weapon I didn't vibe with very much when we played through the game originally, but this specific aspect, instead of us firing off our skull at enemies, almost like a gun, let's go back to the default one really fast. Instead of us being able to shoot off all of these skulls towards our enemies just like this and then have to go pick them up, what we're going to be doing instead is infusing them basically on our character, priming them like a bomb, and then we can detonate this by dashing into enemies by holding down our special. We can still hit them from long range for big damage, but it seems like the main intention of our playstyle is to prime ourselves and dash into enemies for big damage. I thought something that might complement that really nicely is the Aphrodite mirror. Aphrodite adds flat damage onto attacks, so if we can get more flat damage on our big explosion, on our big attack, I thought that could be really, really good. Now, we're starting today's episode off not doing dialogue. I wanted to try it out, see what this does for our, nerdy behind-the-scenes YouTube stats. I usually say, like the video when I pet the frog. We will pet the frog. We'll get there. We're just going to go on an adventure first. Thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, hit that like button, and let's get today's run underway.
Through Athera.
So Selene is always the guaranteed number 2 god here. You guys told me that in the comments of the last video. I didn't know that. Apollo! No, Aries.
This one would never show his face. In the name of
right?
Hades,
Aries?
Olympus, I accept this message.
Are you mad now, Aries? There he is, dude.
Perhaps you know me from my work, as I'm increasingly intrigued with yours. Our kin insisted that I act upon the violence now spiraling out of control. So here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
So were Aries and Athena both added into the same patch? That's so cool. 2 of my favorite gods from the original games. Your attacks also inflict wounds. Your strike has plus 50 power when inflicting this. Can be reapplied after 3 seconds. Well, that could be extremely good, to be honest. The 20% attack damage increase only is applied when we inflict the wound, right? So as long as we build this up and then dash into an enemy, there's the wound for 149 damage. Oh my god, we are just straight up one-shotting. Here's one attack. Hold on, infuse, 1. It does 149 even with only 1 in there. Now, unfortunately, because we've already gotten an attack power increase, we cannot get one from Aphrodite as well. Oh, our wounds do fire off there as well, right? So let's infuse a bunch, get in position, and dash on through. So if she can make my special damage better, I feel like that could be extremely good.
They're not around to complicate our lives. No wonder my days have become so predictable. Though if Kronos truly is behind this, then perhaps we ought to be concerned.
You're just now starting to get concerned? Dashing inflicts weak on surrounding enemies. Attacks gain power, but prime mana. Wait, we can rarefy this one for even more damage.
Follow your heart.
Let's do it. We're just trying to stack as much as we can onto our primary attack.
Heading in.
Okay, that could be fantastic. So, bird's eye view of the city we've gotten today. Well, we should probably go left, get another Aphrodite, another Aries. There's health on the right side. I see Selene on the right side, and of course the hammer. Okay. We have a decent plan. Let's start off here. So, prime all these, dash through. Good lord, that was 200 damage to that guy. Prime these. One more. Oh my god, we're just one-shotting them. And the fact that the effect from Aries has the wound has a cooldown means that against bosses, I can get it, I can like prime all this damage, get it ready, go in when we have a good opening. I'm just waiting for the skulls to return to me now. That's kind of the only downside with our current setup. They do return automatically, but it's after a pretty big delay. So I have to dash back in and get them. I'm also noticing I'm not using the character dash at all. I'm just dashing around with special, and I'm assuming the special doesn't give me immunity frames. Let's give this guy a gift.
Lord Aries, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
No mercy.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you,
Sword
my lord.
hilt. It's so bloody. His new art is so bloody too.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Your special deals more damage and inflict wounds. Your Omega moves also cause a falling blade to appear for each foe struck. If we are dashing through multiple enemies, that could be phenomenal. Whenever a foe with wounds would take damage, they may drop a blood drop, which grants us movement speed and strike speed. Doesn't feel super useful for today. I could see Cut Above being really good because our main combo is doing an Omega special. So if we can get more damage to fall on enemies as we charge through them with that special, that combo's already looking pretty good. If you look over on the left side, we do not have anything hovering in our special slot, which means that we can still get a pretty hefty % damage increase from Aphrodite here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm not even doing the full combo yet because we could drop a cast on these guys as we're just cruising out on our way. I have taken a fair bit of chip damage here. Let's call in just a charged attack and see what that damage is like. So if we do an Omega regular attack, we can remove, just drop my phone on the floor, remove all of the armor from our enemies and then charge back in with a big explosion once they're vulnerable. This is cool. So this would replace the wound. I don't want to do that. Your specials deal more damage to nearby foes. Yes, please. 100% increase. So we have quite the explosive combo right now. Up at the top of the screen, there is a ghost. Let's make sure our frog gets acquainted. Help out their soul. I have had so much fun getting back into the rhythm of learning Hades again, going on these runs again. But I feel like one thing I haven't been paying any attention to at all is our resources. We're going to have to start getting into trading and all that shit soon. Good Lord, that's so much damage. And we were given a fire element on the ground.
What's Hermes offering this eve?
I would love a boon from an Olympian Hades. Excuse me, Hermes. Another god I can call Hades on accident. At least he has H in his name and it's not Zeus. 4 pylons remaining, so I'm very curious to see what hammer upgrades we can get for this weapon. Very curious. Was it Aphrodite who had the suck on her cast? Because I feel like if I could get people grouped up in the middle of that, that could also be a pretty potent combo for our weapon here today. Let's throw in an Omega on these guys, prime a couple of our regular dashes, and then just go right in. Man. Hold on. I didn't mean to lose that. Don't kill me. Beautiful. I kind of don't even have to be near them either. Like, I was missing a bunch of those dashes there. We were still able to get some pretty big explosion. Your attacks fire your shells all at once in a spread pattern. I don't know how that will work for me. Your shells fire your Omega attack when retrieved, but preserve 25 mana to do so. Your specials launch ahead. So Possessor Ray, your shells fire your Omega attack when retrieved. That seems super good because I'm not going to be using my Omega attack really ever. Let's try that. I think the spread pattern could be fun, but I think that's really for the default gun more so than anything else. I also didn't see that prophecy scroll on that when I was picking it. Bro! What? Damn! That's crazy good. Damn! This is really coming online. Wait a minute, this might be one of my new favorite setups. Holy crap, I was not expecting that. Like I said, with the skull, I just didn't really vibe with it early on. So there's 2 Demeters, a Hermes, double health for sure. We need double health, okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna fire an Omega after you. After just saying I would never ever do that. Good lord, I didn't even know that enemy was behind me. The lone bird is going to fend me off. Imagine if he did. The raise that guy would get would be absolutely insane. Bro, just kind of dashing around with the special is almost enough damage to finish off these guys, especially when we have more souls coming in to help us out. So 50 life added on brings our total up to 124. So Demeter could give us a slow on our casts. She could also give us a rare seed that helps us level up our boons a bit. Double Demeter seems like a risk, but it's a risk I'm gonna take here. For instance, getting Selene there is just good. Getting a Hex there is just something I didn't have before, and now I do, and my character's stronger. Going for a double boon could result in getting nothing we like at all. But Demeter's usually pretty good to me. I got good grandma vibes, granddaughter vibes, grandchild vibes. Good explosions there at the top of the screen.
The messenger.
That was...
It is I.
Wait, Hermes also brought me a Demeter boon. Oh, God.
And perhaps in that we are alike. Yet there exists a rare variety that's welcome. Like a brisk breeze on an autumn eve.
Steady growth. Whenever you clear an encounter, a random boon has its rarity increased. And we're still pretty early in the run here, so that could pay off quite a lot. She's not going to have a little talk with me again? Your mega attacks deal more damage, but use 10% more mana. Would that trigger from my passive Omega attacks from when I'm picking up stuff? I assume it would. So 50% more damage added on to just picking up my ammunition. Good lord, this run is genuinely coming together. Why is there a tomb down there? Why is there a tomb here?
Let's see.
Why can't I blow them up? There we go. Get some damage in there. Where was that other Demeter? Did I make that up? Am I seeing things? Down to the right. Okay, this will be our last one for the start of our run to Olympus. I do genuinely enjoy both directions. I know we've been doing a lot of Olympus runs back to back to back to back to back. I don't think that's always going to be the case. But just because we are able to get to new bosses, new content, I've been running it down trying to learn those bosses as much as possible. I don't know if you guys have a preference. I don't know if one side is more fun to watch than the other.
The gods.
Whenever you gather resources for a location, restore some health and gain a mystery seed. You know, my garden is empty. All these other ones aren't instilling me with too much confidence either. So does gather resources mean like a fish or ore and stuff like that? Good damage as we dash in. Barrelmancer on the far side. So do we get a seed there? Because I picked up money? Genuinely, I don't think I've ever really grabbed that and paid any attention to it. I'm hoping it's good. As we return to the center, we are full health, full mana, but I'll still drink anyway. Final shop leading us towards the confrontation at the end of this town. Of course, if you've seen our runs before, you know exactly who that is. Hephaestus could give us an explosion on our attack, but I don't know if it would replace something else.
Oi. Sorry about all my automatons up here.
You made all of these.
Tested them every which way, but not in this particular scenario. If they give you any trouble, scrap them. You'll be doing me a favor.
Roger that, bud. Your dash occasionally creates a blast. Whenever you take damage, shrug some of it off. Your attacks and specials deal bonus damage to armor.
The Forge of the Heavens.
Hephaestus! Hey, Karen.
I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes.
Yes, that's also what I thought of him.
Let me guess. Where do you think you're going anyways? No ship that sails from the docks back there is gonna take the likes of you. Come to think of it, lately we've had no ships at all.
There's one really big ship.
The deathless fleet of Kronos is still out there in the waters of the Rift. Apparently, when one ship sinks, another rises to replace it from the depths. Drowned sailors for its crew.
You're pulling my leg. The dead can sail nowadays? I thought they were no good for anything but food. Might have to teach them to take on some of my household chores.
We can come check it out together if you want. We don't have to fight all the time. I knew that wasn't gonna work. What do you think? That's about 1/10 of his health? From a single burst? Hold on, let me pick these up.
You have another.
Dodge his jump. Go back in.
No shells.
Oh, am I consuming my mana every time I attack? Oh. We are gonna have to get some mana regen then. I wonder if I don't get bonus damage if I don't have mana to spend on it.
Let's shake things up.
You just went immune, we'll dash over that line. Try to keep using my immunity frame dash for stuff like that, and then just ram in all of that damage as often as we can. He is radiating damage every time he walks. I think it's probably best if we just stay the heck away from him right now. Let's get an Omega cast under these guys. Just kidding, I don't have any mana ever for the rest of my life. I have every skull primed. Let's go in with it. Unfortunately, I missed with a few of those. He came down for some pretty rapid damage I was not ready for. Oh, and he picked me up! Luckily, I pushed the phase. He's still immune to damage. Let's see if we can burst him down right as that shield falls off. He's still stomping around, dealing some damage to me. Hello, gentlemen. Hello. Well, they really are starting to group up. I'm gonna Omega cast, dash. There is definitely a weird pause where I'm like looking for my ammunition on the ground and it hasn't returned to me yet. I also took so much chip damage from this guy. I've gotten really complacent on the first boss. That health matters, and I was losing it like crazy.
Show him.
Thanks, bud. Nothing popped, right? I didn't miss anything. I'm not going to get time stamped here, am I? Could I? Oh, it's going to make me use the fountain first? I wanted to see what I could get before I... Okay, I could get more health in a couple. I feel like that's all we can afford. Let's go ahead and just... We'll get that. We'll get that coming towards us. So we need a good way of getting mana back. Oh, this is Aries' keepsake. Let's use this. I don't think it'll help me get mana back, but I want to level it up. Say hello to our new god friend.
Across a foul-smelling hovel, crudely furnished with assorted fixtures of exaggerated proportion, and strewn with remains both fresh and long decayed, comes a waft of seaborne air.
I smell mostly the decay.
I love it when games describe smells well. Paint a picture for me. Everyone's in the same boat in video games. None of us can smell it.
Too far to swim, but all those ships out there are
pretty.
swift.
We should really use this for one of our thumbnails. I'll get my gal on it. So, the ship is waiting for us just at this dock here. If you haven't seen this before, it's going to be a marathon to get to the other side of the water that we just gazed upon. There are some hazards. For instance, the oil slicks nearby me. If I walk over them, they will be ignited.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm starting to think. Thank you, Hermes. We're back to full health. I'm starting to think the play might be, instead of priming all of my shots, one dash, one dash, one dash, one dash. You see what I'm saying? We like pick up one skull of ammunition, get the Omega explosion because of some of our boons, and then just go crazy with damage. Again, I don't know if those immunity frames, I don't know if the special dash is giving me those immunity frames that we really need to survive. Evidence is pointing towards no. Oh, good lord. But especially once we get someone's shield down, we could effectively just kind of stunlock them. Once they don't have armor, any damage is going to be enough to flinch them. We're going to go with Aries again, see if we can help make some of our boons better. He may just have a flat increase to make his... Was it wounds? To make his wounds effect better?
Olympus, I accept this message.
Your cast creates a falling blade over each foe in the binding circle. Whenever you run out of mana, prime health until the next location. I don't want that. While you have less than 40 health, your attacks and specials restore life? I wonder what the rarefied version of that looks like. More life back, so it's still just 40 health. Bro, we can make that work versus bosses for sure. Do we take money? 157 health is a decent amount. I'd feel better with 200, but with that heal we just picked up, maybe we don't even need anywhere close to our normal amounts of HP. All right, swords are fallen. Let's see if we can get a cast down to catch this harpy. Decent damage there. We're up to 182 HP now. And we get the chance to travel through to another ship of the damned. This one's pretty narrow. That could be extremely good for us. Yeah, I'm starting to... Yeah. I know I'm just like literally talking about immunity frames this whole fucking time, but it's really important. I'm gonna have to work in the dash more. It can't just be me pressing special. I've noticed especially those armor guys are clipping me. So we need to use the regular sprint dash to get in, make sure we're safe, dodge that initial attack, and then we can start our volley, our barrage channel. Picked up another item. I can't remember what it was. My phone started going off and I looked away. That is an editor's nightmare. Unexpected audio. God, get it out of there. Spears coming in from the other side as well as these spinning tornadoes dealing a lot of damage to me. Nope, you keep that spear on you at all times.
For me.
Don't hurl that at me, that's not safe. Pomegranate. Your attacks inflict more wounds. Your mega attacks deal more damage. Or we deal even more bonus damage to armor. Armor kind of already doesn't exist. When do you think that's going to be a problem? I feel like the Omega attack damage is just phenomenal because it happens every single time we pick up ammunition.
Next vessel.
Aphrodite through the next door. This is a mini boss as well. I don't think I've seen this mini boss.
Now there's a seasoned sailor.
So he's doing a barrage? God, imagine if I could deal extra damage to someone who's armored. So I think we're in that window where we're getting more health back. It seems as though the... Oh my god. It seems as though the line has moved. Okay, let's wait for him to shoot, and then we'll go in. I'm at 29 HP right now. Did I get more? Oh, that shit bouncing is scary. 37? Okay, so this is the bottom end of our threshold, so it does adjust. It's not a ton of health, but I can make it work. We could also play fully ranged right now, right? Versus this guy? Hold on. So he's doing shit over there. I don't have enough mana to even send it. Oh my god. And he has cheeky little explosions at the... I used the Densify already! No! To be fair, this was also my experience with the weapon before. With the default aspect of this fucking thing. Oh god, I died again. I can't believe I fucking died twice!
Olympus, I accept this message.
Any healing reward is a greater effect. Does that mean I heal myself more? Any increase to the limit of my life, restoring you by the amount added. Well, that seems like it might be good. Considering I don't have any death defies anymore. Now, there is a keepsake we can put on for a Death Defy if we need it. There is also... Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. Oh my god.
Not now.
I think one of my issues I'm running into is the fact that I'm just spending mana like crazy. So I can't do any of the more defensive Omega cast stuff. That was an aspect of this build I did not foresee. We're above our heal threshold, so that's fine. I'm gonna pick that up, deal damage to that guy. I'm so afraid to move in. Oh my god. What has happened to me? Oh my god, I have no health. Oh my god. Aries! Aries, heal! Ah!
Return to shadow now.
The age of gods is drawing to a close.
He talked so much shit.
Is that singing?
He talked so much shit. Well, regardless of that run being cut short, I feel like that was still a great run. We got Aries as a new god, learned about his new weapon, or his new curse effect, I guess I should say, the wounds, and we finally earned the like on the video.
Haven't heard our old song in a while, have you? I'll enjoy it while she's here.
So this is what our new format's going to be like. I'm going to try it out for a week, see if you guys like it. Hopefully you do.
So what do you even do when you're out? Collect more plants and stuff like that? You used to stay in all the time.
I get my ass beat, dude. I get my ass beat.
Dora, I was training in secrecy all that time. While I'm out each night, mostly I have to fight my way to Kronos, past a variety of things that don't like having me around.
Can't imagine why. And you just keep trying to do the same thing, huh? I would have given up so long ago. You should try it. Giving up.
No, thank you.
Who is he?
Greetings.
Ares is gone. Artemis.
Artemis is on a deer, singing. My muse.
Oh, didn't mean to interrupt. I'd not expected this to be a time for song.
How beautiful.
Though neither am I complaining.
Nor should you be. Hey, since you're here, why not lend me your voice for old time's sake? Let go your burdens for a bit. Not like they're going anywhere. That's it.
There she is. How cool, dude. Artemis, you can hang out here whenever you want to. You want to take a bath, Artemis?
Thank you for having faith in me.
I don't miss the surface. All my friends are there. Oh, what a good song. Really sets the vibe here.
Isn't that so, Princess? The aura that it emanates, I haven't felt it since before all this. I thought the oath was lost with Mother Nyx, but it was in the care of Lady Hecate.
It's in my own care now. The will of night shall be done, no matter what. Isn't that so? You're here among the unseen. You know our charge.
The oath is clearly in good hands.
You returned.
Hey, Hecate.
The goddess of the hunt decided that the best use of her talents presently is to regale us with song.
I agree, though. It's good.
As you can hear, I managed to resist my inclination to forbid any such thing.
So you like it, admit it, dude.
I'm grateful that you did. I know Artemis sings to clear her mind and calm her nerves, but I think all the shades about this place appreciate it too.
Definitely this shade me right here.
It is not how I myself prefer to face adversity, though I am open to whichever techniques work.
What does it want me to make right now, exactly? Reveal a hidden isle in the Rift of Thessaly, where you may restore some health amid the tumult. Is this towards one specific side? Like, does this help me going towards Olympus?
So mote it be.
Go!
Let's see. You've Typhon to contend with on that mountaintop, goddess. Our shades say he's near the sides of a mountain himself. Please tell me that's hyperbole on their part.
Well, to put it in perspective, by my estimation, he's more than 100 times the size of a cyclops. Though I've not had the opportunity to take his measure properly.
Wow. 100 times? I don't know if he's that big. I guess we were on the top of a mountain, though.
You'll take his measure yet, I reckon. It's what you've done with every other foe you've faced thus far. Our shades and the good witch think it unwise to take on such a threat yourself, but you're not planning to back down, are you?
No, sir.
No.
Good.
Was it always like this? Between you and Headmistress? I used to think it was me you hated most of all.
You've always been naive, Princess. As for Hecate, I liked her better before she decided this right here was the best use of my talents.
Standing here? You do sneak out a lot.
She made that decision long ago. So you're going to resent her forever? Or are you going to do something about it?
There you go.
I am doing something about it. I'm honoring my vow to Mother Nyx. Else I'd be long gone, much to your disappointment, I'm sure.
I would be very disappointed, yes.
I would be. Don't say mean things like that. I like you, Nyx. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed the run, even if it was shorter than what we are used to. I don't think I was ready to wield the explosive might of the skull. As far as I know, this was a new aspect, at least from when I played. And I always struggled with the base weapon. We're going to have to change it up in the next one. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you again next time.